Okay, students, here's a tutorial on how to make your stop animation movie on your computer. So I've downloaded all of my pictures that I made from our stop animation, and I put them all into a folder on my desktop so that I know where they are. Now I'm going to open up iMovie and make a new project. So I'm going to go up to the File, New Project, and I'm going to call this Nucleus Awesome Stop Animation. You would call it whatever your organelle is. You can name it whatever you like, as long as there's the name of your organelle somewhere in your title. And I don't want a theme to this, so I'm going to go to Create. And it says that I need to drag in the photos to this area. So I'm going to go back to my folder that has all my photos in it. And I'm going to click on the top one and then go all the way to the bottom. And I'm going to press Shift and I'm going to click on the bottom one. And I'm going to just drag those into iMovie. So it's going to put all of my pictures into the iMovie, and it takes a couple of minutes. But then you'll be able to make your movie from there. So less than a minute left.
You could also have put Edit Select All to bring all the images in there too.
That's true. Okay, so now all of my pictures are in iMovie. And I just moved it all the way back to the beginning here. And we need to do a couple of edits. So I'm going to click on the first part of the picture. And I'm going to tell it, you know what, we don't want it to be 4 seconds long. We want each picture to be less than a second. I'm going to say half a second. So I'm going to put 0.5 seconds. And I'm going to click Apply to All Stills, so that every single picture is going to be about 0.5 seconds. There we go. So now everything is 0.5 seconds. Now notice how when I go over it, it has this like zoom in, zoom out effect. We don't want that anymore. We want to get rid of that. So Olas, can you tell us how we do that?
Yeah, so go up to the top where it says Edit Select All. And you want to select all your clips. You'll see they're all highlighted. And then go to the right corner. You'll see a blue button right over here on your screen. Click that. And when you click that, what happened, Meg?
So we just have each individual video or
okay, then I would go up into Help, where it says Help, and I would type in the Ken Burns effect, and you'll see that the first thing will come up will be cropping and Ken Burns. So if you just click on that, it'll bring up a little screen over here, and you'll see Ken Burns is highlighted. Instead of doing that, click on where it says Fit. And that'll keep you from kind of zooming in. They call that the Ken Burns effect. So I would just click Fit and then hit Done. And now all of your slides will be stationary as you go through your stop-go animation. You can see that they're all the same point of view.
Fantastic, Olas. Okay, so now what we want to do is we're going to add a title. So I'm going to click on just the first one. I'm going to tell it that I want to make a copy. And I'm going to tell it I want to paste that right next to my first one. So now I've got my first title picture. I want this to be about 3 seconds long. So I'm going to put in a 3, and I'm going to unclick this part right here. So it only happens for my title. Now I'm done. So I want to add some text to this. So I go over here to the T button. And I can pick whichever one I want. I kind of like this one right here. And I'm going to click and drag to my title. And then I can type in a title for my animation. So I'm going to type in Nucleus Extravaganza. But you, of course, can get creative and type in whatever you would like. So now I've got a title to my stop animation. Okay, the next thing we want to do is maybe add some music, right, Olas?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to come over here to where the music button is. I'm going to click on this, and it brings me up to my iTunes, or you can search in here and figure out wherever you've got music. And I think I would like to do this to...
Let's pick something from your ballet class.
Yeah,
man.
ballet class. Let's do pirouettes in 3/4 time. How about that one? Let's see.
Oh, that's
Oh,
pretty.
that's fantastic.
Yeah,
I
so-
love it. So I'm going to click on this, and I'm going to drag it up here. Oh, did it apply to all of it?
Well, you can just simply drag it across to the very beginning if you select
Yeah,
it.
there we go.
There you go.
Okay, so now it's applied to all of my movie. Okay, so the next thing we want to do is add a recording, right?
Yeah, a little
Phyllis?
voiceover?
Yeah, so we want to be able to tell people what's happening in our picture. So I'm going to go to this microphone button. I'm going to click on the microphone button, and it comes up with this thing right here.
You might want to edit the volume input level there. Go to the, because it's at 100%.
Okay, so I go
maybe
right
go
here.
to the, yeah, you don't want it to redline, so maybe 50%.
50%.
Yeah. You can always adjust this later, but there
Okay,
we go.
that looks great. It's because I have a loud voice, huh?
yeah.
All right, so now with my built-in microphone, I'm going to start it at the very beginning.
To record, click a clip where you want the voice to begin.
So I want it to begin at the title. So I'm
There
going
you
to
go.
click right here. Olas, how are we doing on time?
You got 6 minutes.
Awesome. So I'm going to click right here on the title, and it tells me to get ready. And now I can talk over it. So this is the nucleus, and look at it. All of the the RNA are coming up, and we're going to make a copy, and then it's going to leave the nucleus, and then it's going over to the ER, and now it's going to a ribosome. It's going to make amino acids turn into a protein chain. It's reading the directions. Now we've got a protein chain, and the RNA is going back into the nucleus, and that is our story. Ta-da! Okay, so we just made a recording over our movie. So I'm going to X out of the voiceover, and should we see how this
Yeah, let's
is
see how
done?
it turned out.
Okay, so oops, don't do that. I'm going to tell it I want it to play. So here's the play button to see how we did. And now I can talk over it. So this is the nucleus, and look at it. All of the RNA are coming up, and we're going to make a copy, and then it's going to leave the nucleus, and then it's going over to the ER, and now it's going to a ribosome. It's going to make amino acids turn into a protein chain. It's reading the directions. Now we've got a protein chain, and RNA is going back into the nucleus, and that is our story. Ta-da!
Good music selection, Meg.
I believe that
really
was really
enhanced.
good. Okay, so we're all done, guys. So the last step is we want to save this as QuickTime. So we're going to say export using QuickTime. So I went up to share, export using QuickTime. I click on that one, and it has my title, and it has the .mov, so I know it's a movie, and I want to save it to the desktop. So there's all these choices. I'm just going to save it to the desktop so I know where it is. It's going to be a QuickTime movie. I press save, and in about 2 minutes, our project will be on the desktop, ready to send to Olas or Meg. And that is it.
Cool. Good luck, students.